Hey Canucks fans, some breaking news. The Vancouver Canucks have hired Jim Rutherford as their new president of hockey operations and also as their interim GM. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take on One Take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, December the 9th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial using the link in my video description. And by Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Okay, I'm outside. I look like I'm actually a reporter on the street. I actually want to record outside today just for a change it up a little bit. It's a beautiful day out, a little cold, hence the jacket, but it's a beautiful day. And now I look like I'm doing a hit from the street for one of the local news broadcasts, but that's fine, because that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Canucks news. Jim Rutherford hired as the new president of hockey operations and serving as interim GM. So let's talk about Rutherford first. Let's talk about what this might mean for the process going forward. So he's been the general manager for two other franchises. He's a former player. He's 72 years old, by the way. He was the general manager for the Carolina Hurricanes from 1994 to 2014. So 20 years for Carolina. And in his tenure there, he won one Stanley Cup. And then so that was from 1994 to 2014. And then for 6.5 years, he was the GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins from 2014 to the start of 2021. And there he won 2 cups. So as a general manager, he has won 3 Stanley Cups. So that's pretty impressive already. He left the Pittsburgh Penguins in January 2021, citing personal reasons. Those never came out, whether it was burnout, whether it was mental health, or maybe, just maybe, some philosophical disagreements with ownership, including Mario Lemieux. We've heard rumors that it might be about some of the moves he was making, the contracts he was handing out, the trades he was making. Regardless, you cannot argue with his track record. 2 Stanley Cups with Pittsburgh, 1 Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes, but as a general manager. At 72 years old, maybe you don't want such an older general manager. You want to fill that general manager spot with someone who's maybe younger, a little more modern, whatever term you want to use. So a presidency role makes sense for Rutherford. So that's what he's going to be. He's going to be the president of hockey operations, a position that the Vancouver Canucks haven't had filled since Trevor Linden left back in the summer of 2018. Well, remember, Linden got hired in the summer of 2014, and he did the position for 4 years, leaving in June of 2018, or July of 2018. It was the summer of 2018, and the Canucks have not filled that position in the past 3.5 years. They should have, because I think that you should have not even a buffer. You should have that position at the top of your organization, but in essence, it is a buffer between ownership and the GM. And a lot of talk recently here in Vancouver has been how it's weird how Benning, there's no one above him. Benning was basically the top guy in charge with no president of hockey ops. So that's the role that Jim Rutherford will fill. He also becomes the interim GM. So that makes the Stan Smyle's interim GM-ship lasted less than a week, but that's fine. We knew that as well as Steamer has been doing with media and with availability and in his how candid he's been and how honest he's been, how passionate he's shown, his loyalty, all those things are going to make him a great front office worker. They're a great advisor, maybe a great assistant GM, but this whole setup of Stan Smyle as the interim GM, Ryan Johnson as his assistant, and then the Sedins and Chris Gear being amongst that are helping. I'm sure they're still going to have large parts in the organization when it comes to advising, but now Stan Smyle is not the interim GM because that role is going to go to Jim Rutherford. But I still expect Smyle, I still expect Ryan Johnson, I still expect the Sedins, I still expect Chris Gear, who's worked on a lot of the contracts over the past few seasons. I expect all of them to be part of this management team, but it's nice. It's nice to have someone with a lot of experience in that role. But it's interesting, despite the 27 years of experience of being a general manager that Rutherford has, he's more importantly taking on the presidency role for the Vancouver Canucks, serving as the interim GM, but everyone reporting, including Elliot Friedman, reporting that this, whether you use the term of kicking the can down the road, buying them time, we knew that the search for the GM was going to take a little bit longer. They were saying that as on Sunday after they fired Jim Benning, and that's why they put this committee in, and the head of that committee was Stan Smeal. I still think they're going to take their time to find the right GM, but they certainly didn't waste any time in filling the presidency role. Finally, let's talk about some possible GMs. I've been hearing names like Mark Bergevin, Scott Mellanby. I've been hearing names like Mike Gillis, Lawrence Gilman. You say Mike Gillis in this market, and it sets off a Twitter war. So there's a lot of names out there. I'm sure a lot that I haven't mentioned just now, but it's something that I want to do some research over the next little bit for sure to talk about possible GM candidates. So Canucks fans, I guess my question to you in the comments, I'd love for you to let me know, what do you think of this Jim Rutherford move? What do you think of this news? Does it excite you because of his history? And remember, Carolina Hurricanes, he built into a pretty strong team, especially in the 2000s. Pittsburgh Penguins, we know how good they were, winning Stanley Cups in 16 and 17. So does it excite you that we're getting someone with 27 years of GM experience, 3 Stanley Cups under his name? Or does it worry you that he left? Does the age worry you? Does it worry you that he kind of left the Pittsburgh Penguins organization under some weird circumstances, or at least not public circumstances, or maybe that's a good thing? Or are you saying, Clay, the way I'm taking it is and I want to know what you think, is as president, I think it's fine. You don't need a super young guy to be president. You actually want someone who's experienced. And I think you see the difference how Linden, it was a great from a marketing standpoint, but maybe he didn't have the front office experience, whereas it's the opposite with Jim Rutherford. So I think he's going to be great as a president. And if he's the interim GM, I'm totally fine with that, as long as, and I believe it, you see how fast this organization is moving, hiring Boudreau, now hiring Rutherford. I'm not worried that they're going to go for a long time without a GM. I think they're still going to do it carefully, but there's really no rush. But at the same time, I don't think we're not going to be waiting months until they find a new GM. I think it might happen sooner as opposed to later. So I kind of answered my own question. I want to know from you, Canucks fans, what do you think of this news? Jim Rutherford as president and as interim general manager. Leave a comment below and let me know. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to, leave a comment down below if you'd like to. What do you think of this news, Jim Rutherford joining the Vancouver Canucks front office? And let me know if you like this background, or if you like the old tried and true car vlog formula. I thought it would be cool just to change it up a little bit. I'm not sure how it sounds. I guess I'll figure out as soon as I post this. Okay, friends, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.